You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Learn more at wearelibertarians.com.
Welcome to the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast. This is episode number 453 of East San Antonio's favorite podcast. Jeremiah Morrill here, joined by executive video producer, audio engineer, Mr. Zach Burcham.
Evening.
You promised that we're recording and sending
recording.
sound. We're sending sound out through the roadcaster. It's all working.
Everything's going through the roadcaster. Yeah, I double checked everything.
Last week you had moderate complaints over the YouTube.
Yeah, well, there's something, I don't know what happens, but once in a while, the streaming software and the soundboard decide that they don't want to communicate anymore. They have like a little kerfuffle. They can do it any day of the week, just not Thursday.
Not on recording day.
No.
But here we are.
But I do not know why the camera is deciding whether or not it's feeling very Samsungish today, and it's focusing and unfocusing. I'm not touching nothing. But deal with it, people. The audio is crisp and clean.
The audio is perfect. Mr. Bones, welcome back to your show.
Thank you for having me on your show.
And Ian Southerland.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna do an episode of your show soon, but I feel like it's been so long. You needed to get your podcast act in, so we're having you on the Boss Hog this week.
I needed that. I needed the reps.
Yep.
I needed the reps.
I don't want you getting all rusty when you call your boys back together.
Over there stuttering.
Today's show, we are going to update a couple stories from last week. Ed Bell and his quest to get the Hagerstown post office accessible. There's been a development. The gas tax holiday, we talked last week how it was going to expire. Turns out there's a new emergency, so it's not expiring. The beaver turned evil. Local donut shop correspondent Zach Burcham has some updates for us. And because Mr. Bones is here, we have to do sports. There's an IndyCar update. There's been signings. There's a new race car that's been on track. The Colts have also had a signing today. And Ian is here wearing his Notre Dame Newt Rockne shirt. And he wants to talk about how he thinks Notre Dame is going to actually be relevant this year. Going to make Regis Philbin very happy. That's the plan. It will probably deviate from it, but that's the plan. This show's about our lives in rural Indiana. We're here to push your boundaries and make you think as individuals. Sometimes we'll provoke you, other times to make you laugh, but you'll always learn something new. Mr. Bones, we just did ourselves a nice 15 or 20 minutes over on Patreon.
We sure did.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
Put a pickle in our mouth.
We sure did.
We did that.
Mm-hmm.
That was towards the end of the show.
And then talked about hot dogs.
And there was also hot dog conversation. And some golf. There was a golf wager made.
Yes.
For a significant award.
Yeah.
So if you all want to know about that, patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty. At any level, you can get the podcast. Also throw you in a Facebook group, give you the show notes, all the clickable links. You get to a little extra interaction with the crowd and create fun new opportunities. But if you're one of those top people with caviar taste, you get Mr. Bones special treatment every episode.
Those individuals include Jonathan Phillips over at Ed Martin Honda. Yeah, Ed Martin Honda in Indianapolis.
It's a big word, Indianapolis. Sound it out.
Yep. Blah, 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 blah. We got Blake Reese.
You can just say Marion County if it's easier.
Okay. We got Blake Reese over at Varsity Outfitters and Ink and Ale.
Varsity Outfitters, you got like 11 days left. The 15th is it. So the era is coming to a close. If you want to get yourself some Varsity Outfitters merch, it's a fire sale. Get in there by the 15th.
And probably 15 years from now, that stuff's going to be highly sought out.
That's right. Listen, your Newcastle Trojan merch is timeless.
Yes.
Timeless.
Blue River,
Load up.
Nights Down, all of it. We got Tommy Oaks over there at Walnut Ridge RV. We got Moral Monument Cleaning. Just FYI, people, she will not clean dead people. And then we got Pops Recycle, making that Schwinn new again.
That's right. All right. By the way, how are you doing? New Year, we didn't talk about this, but I see you've got your Oni Plus there on the table.
We're good.
Did you ever get your doctor's appointment in? That was your New Year's resolution.
I had to cancel it.
You didn't say reschedule. You've canceled it.
Well, they've left a number for me to call back to reschedule. I just haven't got that far yet in a day.
You want Zach to do it for you tomorrow?
No, thank you.
All right.
I don't have time for that crap.
He doesn't care if you live or die. I'll do it for you.
Okay.
I'll get you. We'll get you. We're just holding you accountable. You had a New Year's resolution you set in January. I'm going to go see the doctor this year. And I'm just starting to think you're procrastinating a little bit because it is August 6th.
It is August 6th, but I've seen other doctors since then. I just haven't seen, the general practice.
The big one.
Yeah.
All right. But the swelling has gone down.
That swelling has gone down. Someone said the rash was not contagious.
All right. That's important. Hagerstown Post Office. Last week we had the big story. Channel 6 had ventured out here to Hagerstown, Indiana, which is right here on State Road 38, which is where our podcast studio is. They're like 8 miles, maybe 9 miles to our east. And Ed Bell has been trying to get. He's wheelchair bound and has been since 1980. And he farms strawberries on State Road 38 between here and Hagerstown. He's been trying to get an accessible ramp put in at the Hagerstown Post Office for all of my adult life. Going back to 2001, I remember stories of him trying to do this. And he had Channel 6 come out, and they interviewed him, and they said the post office gave us things saying, hey, this doesn't apply to us. We don't have to do it. And Channel 6 contacted Congressman Jefferson Shreve, and Jefferson Shreve's office last week said citizens should be able to access the federal services they rely on. My office is digging into the concern. It's been raised in Hagerstown, and we're working to get it resolved. So today, they replied to our friend Ed, and it's resolved.
Ish.
According to them, it's resolved. Are you ready to hear what the resolution is?
Yes.
I'm clicking. I want to get this right because it's a link. It's one of these clickable links.
I have a feeling they're just going to pass the buck.
You don't say. You don't say. The official thing is as well, we tried. Ed received a response today from Debbie Berry, the constituent services representative from Jefferson Shreve's office. And they said, after researching the matter with the appropriate facilities personnel, we received the following information regarding the accessibility of the Hagerstown Post Office. The building is USPS owned and has been occupied since 1933. There have been no modifications or alterations to the front steps. The building predates the Architectural Barriers Act of 1968. Therefore, a ramp or lift is not required. Thanks for the opportunity to respond to this inquiry.
Anytime the federal government responds that quickly, it's just not good. It's not in your favor.
That was what the consumer affairs people at the post office said. There was a little tag by Ms. Berry from Shreve's office, and said, "I know it's not the response we're hoping for. I deeply regret that this matter could not be resolved in your favor." It's not just his favor. It's everybody's favor.
Only an accessible entrance to that post office.
It's the, like, this is what they've been told, but I thought, based upon the response from Jefferson Shreve's office last week, that they were going to be a champion of the issue, and they were going to take ownership of it, and they were actually going to try to do something. So I was optimistic. It's that glass half full thing that gets you, and apparently not so much. Bones, you don't seem surprised.
Not at all. It didn't matter whose name you put with it. It was not going to get resolved in the way that Ed or anybody else in Hagerstown would have approved of. Just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, I guess their answer is drive to Newcastle if you really need to go inside. Drive to a different post
Is Hagerstown
office.
in Henry County?
It's in Wayne County.
Okay. Don't drive to Richmond. Drive to Newcastle.
Yeah, I guess. Or Cambridge City.
Yeah. Anywhere else where they're, have an ADA compliance building.
So I went to the effort this week of filling my fuel tanks up because the gas holiday was going to expire.
Yeah, which made me go get fuel for all the vehicles I have too. And that
It was going to be 60 cents a gallon going up. And
I-
we've been told many times that it was not extending. There were no fixing this. The urgency was over. We've covered this since this started back 6 months ago. I guess it was February.
since we won the war the fifth time.
Since the war in Iran started. And they were 30 days at a time, and then it became 90-day extensions or whatever. And they finally said, hey, if they go any further than this, they have to go to a special session. They're not going to do it, so it's going to expire. And then they realized, we're in an election year. Our names are on the ballot, and this could get expensive. Could cost us our phony baloney jobs. So the governor said that there is now an emergency because of the war between Ukraine and Russia, and Canadian wildfires have also affected fuel prices. So he is going to extend the gas tax holiday again.
And don't forget about COVID and then explosive diarrhea too. And, all the things.
So I don't know, man.
We're just making shit up as we go.
Does it feel that way to you?
Oh, absolutely.
I have a list of concerns, and I guess I have to say them out loud because nobody else is going to. One, Zach, you and I don't get any benefit from this because we have diesel trucks.
Yeah.
And screw the
didn't-
diesel people.
yeah.
This 60 cents a gallon off that it is of not paying any state sales tax or state fuel surcharge, that doesn't apply to diesel vehicles. So we're out of luck. It's just gasoline ones. Two, it's $160 million a month in revenue that the state is not getting to fix your roads, your bridges, all that stuff. But they're saying, hey, don't worry about it. We got $4 billion in the bank. When the legislature comes back in, they will just take it out of the general fund, and we're not going to short anybody anything. All the projects we're supposed to do, we're going to do. Following along with me, Ian?
Mhm.
All right, $160 million. We're just going to pay it. Don't worry about it. Zach, remember like earlier this year when the tolling conversation came up?
Yeah.
And we have to have like $7 billion more to pay to fix I-70.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Which story are we going with at this point?
We got
Because we need all this money to pay for the roads to do I-70. And we need new revenue, but now we're going to throw away $160 million a month in revenue for that. So that's my math. $160 million times 12 months. That's $1.9 million a year.
or billion.
What $1.9 billion that they're just gonna reach into the overtaxation money and just pay it out of the general fund. So we don't need the money for the roads. We're just going to pull it out of the general fund. But $1.9 billion a year, we just don't need. But they want to do a toll on I-70 that's going to raise $7 billion.
And they've also, I don't know what the west side of the state looks like, but the east side, they're working on a chunk of it, or done a chunk of it already, or in the process of. So I don't know. And I looked, and this is where I think most people notice this. Gas prices are very weird. And to me, gas prices don't necessarily subscribe to normal economic rules. So I looked, and Ohio did not suspend their gas tax, and our gas prices are roughly the same as Ohio right now. So why are our gas prices still the same as a state that didn't suspend their taxes when we have a 60 cent? Because everybody's like, well, it's going to go up 60 cents. I kind of don't think it will, because I feel like the gas stations or gas companies,
the gas stations are just taking that, pocketing
I think
it.
because it sure didn't go down. If I recall right, it didn't go down 60 cents overnight when they did it.
No.
It took a couple of days, and you see the way gas prices kind of go up and down. Like gas prices are very interesting in that they usually shoot up very quickly, and then even if whatever happened clarifies very quickly, they never just go down.
No.
They take weeks to go down. It takes hours, minutes to go up, weeks to go down.
If I was our friends of the show, Senator Jeff, Corey Criswell, J.D. Prescott, Kyle Pierce, these representatives, I'd be offended. Like they're not getting consulted on this. They're supposed to be partners in this. They're supposed to be the folks that actually have the power, not the governor. And they're just saying, yeah, when we get back, we'll just have you guys fix it later.
It'd be interesting to see, because we don't have any representatives that are of an opposing party, what it would be like if our government was a little bit more mixed in terms of the party affiliations and not so much. Because I wonder if they're not going to say anything because it's mostly Republicans and it's a Republican governor, so they're not going to talk back to the party. He waited till the 11th hour yesterday to do it. It was like I was about to head out myself and fill my car up, and I was like, I looked to pull up Facebook. I'm like, never mind, and went right back in because I didn't need to get gas, but
we filled everything up. I filled all my gas cans up. I filled the Tahoe up. Sarah filled her car up. We don't drive that much. Like I have gas for the rest of the summer. Tahoe hasn't left the county since March.
Yeah. I did. The excursion still got the fuel I got in West Virginia on the way home from vacation. So like I haven't. So I didn't. But yeah, it's. I was very curious to see if it actually was going to shoot up 62 cents overnight, because having traveled out of the state, and I know that our gas tax is higher than most other states, we weren't out of trend with anybody else. Kentucky, it looks like they partially froze or they froze theirs. I have a hunch that theirs, so they probably do the same thing we do, where if gas prices go up, then they periodically adjust their gas tax to go higher as well. Yeah, I'd be curious to see how that worked, because I do think that, well, and I think I saw something where through the oil companies have made like a whole lot of money this year. Like I can't remember if it's in the billions of dollars, and they're doing fine.
You know the lesson I've learned in this, Ian? Buy stock in Exxon.
I'm over here looking up different states with the highest gas tax. So
I thought we were up there on the list. I knew in the region we definitely were. Like, because you crossed into Kentucky, it always dropped.
I'm in the industry, right? There's no doubt. I work in the road construction industry, so I pay attention to this and I care. There are no free riders. If you want your roads fixed, if you want your bridges fixed, all of that stuff has to get funded from somewhere. And it's a dedicated funding source that comes from the fuel taxes. And the governor has said, hey, we're giving this money back to the locals that they should have been getting, and they're going to make up for the state side of it through general revenue. Fine. If that's what they actually want to do and they want to recalculate it and pay for their maintenance budget through that, then that's what they're going to do. That's fine. But it's the not using the legislative process that really, really bothers me here. I know we're going to have roads. We're going to have to pay for the roads. But we're just, as Bones said, making it up as we go along here.
But you know what we are about ready to make up, though, once all this gets settled? We need a new tax to pay for roads and everything that we just took.
Oh, yeah. I'd be interested to see if they try to go out. They provide the money to the local governments, but then like, well, now we need to do this and this and this to make that up. Because, I mean, I think we all know this is a state we were rolling on the same rainy day fund for like 20 years now, and we've been through a pandemic. We've been through a couple of economic downturns, but you know what we need to dig into the coffers for? Midterm gas tax relief. That's what this is finally the event that they've determined is worthy of dipping into the rainy day fund, is keeping gas taxes low leading into the midterms. Because we've been through a whole bunch of stuff in the last 20 years, and if they
didn't do this,
they
were anticipated to reach $5 billion next year.
Yeah, it was like
in this budget cycle, it would have been a $5 billion reserve. Now, what this does, if you want to get cynical, Zach or Ian or Adam, Mr. Bones, they don't have to write you a check back, right? They don't have to give you a refund, because there's a rebate once you get to a certain amount of money. They have to give us money back. Instead, they're just giving it back to you at the pump, and they get to smile and let you know what they did for you.
Yeah, but depending on
legalized vote buying. That's what Rob Kendall calls it.
Well, if they're going to give me some money back at the pump, then they need to cut the tax on the diesel stuff, because that's the one that's the one
that's really painful.
Yeah, that's the one I drop a half a house payment every time I fill it up.
What's on old gas buddy? What's the price of diesel for a regular person here on the corner?
I'll be honest. I looked on the way. It's actually it's in one of those weird spots. Jeremiah having a fleet card usually saves us some pretty good money, and up here at the point it's $4.95, which is cheap.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
That's a horrible thing for me to say, but comparatively to the last couple
most
weeks,
stations around here, there's a marathon station selling it for $5.52 a gallon.
yeah, it's about
5.45,
4.75, 40.
$5.67 down at the Flying J.
Yeah, it's $4.85 to $5 on the fleet card even. So actually, this one up here at the point is actually about the best place to go because I don't have to drive anywhere to get there. It's on the way. So yeah, diesel was almost below $4. It was flirting with $4 a gallon at the 4th of July. Because I think I saw $3.77 before my starter went out.
Yeah, you had a wild stare at that price.
Yeah, I had a while. And but I think you said it was like around $4 by the time we got up there or whatever. So and now it's back up to around 5. And then right before it started, I filled up for 3 before this whole thing started. So man.
Speaking of gas stations, we've been pretty big Buc-ee's cheerleaders around here.
You guys have.
Ian, are you okay? Generally, have you been okay with Buc-ee's? Pretty excited about them?
Oh, yeah. So whenever we went to Alabama, we stopped at every one that we could on the way down there.
They got the beaver on everything. They got the beaver nuggets. They're big beaver people. Apparently, they're defensive of their beaver logo.
They're the jealous type.
Very defensive.
So they're litigious. So litigious that John Oliver ran a story last week about the beaver logo and them filing all these lawsuits against small businesses and nobody can deal with it. Got an example of it here in our hometown Buc-ee's, as it would go, which is in the Dayton, Ohio area, about an hour away from us, right? Beaver Creek, Ohio. You guys familiar with the area? The Beaver Creek, that's the Dayton area. So that's Beaver Creek. And there's the Beavers Mini Mart, which has been around for years. They're not new. They're just a little quickie mart kind of place with a little beaver logo. They are being sued and being given a cease and desist letter from Buc-ee's corporate telling them that their beaver looks too much like Buc-ee's beaver and they need to get the hell out.
Okay. It doesn't.
Not even close.
It's not even close. This is
Beaver's Mini Mart literally has the full beaver on
it's
it.
it's a whole
Buc-ee's
beaver.
is just the side profile.
Yeah, I looked this up. It is not even close.
So it's a beaver. It's got teeth and eyes.
It is a beaver, yes. But that's where it ends. Like the profile is different. Like it's not like it's the same. I could see like maybe if they took the head, like the Buc-ee's logo, and then just extended the beaver's body and had it. So it's not that at all. It's matter of fact, you could like slightly change the teeth on this thing. And it looks like a squirrel. Like it's not even close.
So this Beaver's Mini Mart has been around longer than Buc-ee's has been in Ohio. This is the part that irritates me, is that you moved to town and now you throw your big beaver tail around, and
You moved to a town called Beaver Creek.
yes,
Did you not think there was going to be a lot of beavers there?
there's all kinds of local beaver organizations. So a bunch of businesses have started changing their logo in jest over this fight to beavers. And there's a local comic group down in Cincinnati. It is up by Cincinnati is the initiative.
I just did a store.
And there's a comedian. I'm trying to find the name here so that I can. Josh Sneed.
Oh, that's a Sneed biz.
Josh Sneed, who I think is Bob and Tom adjacent.
Yes, he has been. He hasn't called in a bit, but yes, he is a Bob and Tom adjacent.
And an artist named Darren Overholster. They've come up with a charity T-shirt to try to help them out. And they're selling Beaver's Mini Mart T-shirts. I think $20 a pop, and it is entirely for the legal defense of the Mini Mart people. So,
Wonder how long the Mini Mart's been there.
I wish somebody would do
It
that.
says
reporting.
more than a decade.
I really wish they had been around before Buc-ee's was even a thing.
Well, they've been operating in the market, and there's some old stories of like there's a Beaver King. It's different. That'd be totally different. There's a Burger King in Illinois that existed before Burger King came to Illinois, then they are allowed to keep their name and they're still allowed to operate as Burger King and do the thing that they've always done. And they're like a fast food restaurant that's a Burger King. I think this would qualify for that.
This
Where
also
they should completely be able to exist and do their thing.
it's
I
also
think Bucky's needs to learn how to commingle with all this whole town that you
yeah.
just put a lot of investment in and not sue your neighbors.
This is one of those. You also look at it. It looks like
Governor
Every-
DeWine, who's in his final term as the Ohio governor, said they need to dismiss the lawsuit. This is ridiculous. At the Ohio State Fair on August 5th. Glad they caught him at the state fair, chewing on some beaver nuggets, probably. He said, it's in Beaver Creek, for heaven's sake. You know, you expect to find Beaver Creek things in a town called Beaver.
So I just looked up Beavers Mini Mart.
it looks like every small town mini mart. I'll tell you what Jeremiah looks like. Looks like every mini mart 2 miles outside of a state park you've ever seen in your entire life. Because
It looks
it's
like every village pantry.
yeah,
you've
it
ever
looks like
seen.
it looks
You
like
just-
a VP.
You just got to outshout him, man. Go.
Listen, the number one review, large beer selection, hell of hellaciously good employees. Gonna have to go check it out.
Yeah. So Sarah was talking about how when we go play our charity golf outing, she may just drive to Beaver Creek, Ohio, and go buy some lottery
Wouldn't
tickets
this-
for these people.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to have the kid in Ohio.
Yeah, no joke.
she can get back. It's only an hour.
It says that the store
Been around for 50 years.
and the current owner has owned it for more than 10 years. And when he bought it, or she bought it, Vic, that at that point Bucky's had not even left Texas yet. Like they hadn't gone outside their home state.
Here's what I would like to see, that they countersue, and then Bucky's has to change its whole. There's somewhere along the lines they had they own the patent to this beaver.
Bucky's has to change their name as
Bucky
they operate
has
in
to
Ohio.
change everything.
They have to be Gary Busey's.
I would love it. That would be comic relief right there.
And we're getting, what's the store that we're getting?
There's a Bucky's coming to Greenwood, Indiana.
But we're also getting, aren't we
Maybe.
getting some kind of,
There's a Wally's that's
Yes,
that's
that-
northwest of Indianapolis.
that one looks
I think
like
at
a
Whiteland.
legit, like they're trying to
Yeah.
copy it.
similar.
Similar.
And you guys are getting a Wawa here in Newcastle, right?
We are getting
They've started-
a QT and a Wawa.
By the way, the founder of Wawa recently passed away. I saw. Just rest in peace.
Zach,
We talked about taxes. You didn't hit the button there. Don't hit the button now for that.
Can't even find the button.
He doesn't know what he's
is,
doing.
yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah, I was looking for.
There he goes.
So now I'm looking at Wally's, and it is just a hey. By the way, we're just gonna buy the blueprints for a Bucky's, and just build it and just change it so that it's some other. It's like a bear instead of a beaver. And that's all the differences. Yeah, leave this gas station alone. This gas station is not even, they're just doing their thing. They're not stealing anything from anybody.
When do you think Bucky starts suing the people who made Leave It to Beaver?
Just go after them.
After everybody.
Nice beaver.
Stop
Just
being
had it stuffed.
Stop being so hard on the beaver. But yeah. That's anytime that somebody, this is a particularly whatever, anytime somebody comes into an area and then sues somebody and gets mad for something that was already there, is just like, no, leave town.
This feels like when you move into a rural community and you live there for 10 minutes and then you get pissed that it smells like horses.
Oh, yeah, or people that move near Laguna Seca in California and they complain that there's noise.
You move to Speedway and you're tired of race cars.
Or I saw
Be a good neighbor. They were there first.
Or
You're new here.
we had a fire at the local scrapyard with a minor explosion, and people complain, what about the fumes? Why are they doing that in the middle of town? Because they built town around this factory. Like that was a factory before. There's a railroad spur there in town built around it. So if you buy a house near a factory or a scrapyard,
If you live in the industrial neighborhood,
if you live adjacent to the industrial property, guess what? You have to deal with the side effects of living adjacent to an industrial property.
that's why your house is affordable, Zach.
Yes. So exactly. I can change a wind.
Your house did not cost $380,000,
No.
did it?
So so if you move into this is like moving into next to a golf course and complaining that your backyard has golf balls in it. It's like, you move there. This gas station doesn't look like they're doing anything intentional. They just exist with a beaver name in a beaver themed town, and it doesn't even, at least it doesn't look remotely like Bucky's logo. So just move on.
Community members have organized a cash mob for Friday, August 7th, encouraging folks to take their business to Beaver's Mini Mart and spend at least $20 there at some point that day. GoFundMe has also spent a setup for the business.
I hope that there's not only the Bucky's loses the lawsuit. I hope that they're forced to pay these poor people for their time and trouble.
Yeah. John Oliver's effort, he was he created a beaver type, I think Nutter Butter, a beaver type logo.
That's a good merchandise. That's a cookie. So good luck to him on that one.
He openly asked for them to sue him because he was selling T-shirts to benefit a children's charity, and basically the shtick was, if you sue us, you're taking money directly from the children's charity.
Yeah.
So do it, you dickheads. And they refused to do it. But then 2 days later, they sued these people in Ohio. And they're just simply trying to exist.
Yeah.
And apparently they're doing it all over the country. There's also stories of this happening in North Carolina. So
what are they doing in North Carolina?
I don't. There's a Bucky's there, or maybe
who's around. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I encourage anybody that thinks, go Google this place and look it up, and you can tell this place is a blue collar gas station / mini mart, and these people.
It looks like your regular village.
Yeah, like it would be like a locally owned.
It looks like what the Smith family started in someone's hometown in 1943.
It would be like Newcastle schools suing the Trojan Mart because there's a Trojan in town.
Yeah. It looks like your standard issue gas station. These people are just getting by. Like they're functioning. They're not being crazy.
As the moment we record this, the Arizona Cardinals kicker is putting his right foot into a football, and the NFL preseason is beginning. Meanwhile, Ian and Bones are having a side meeting over here.
We're having a moment.
They're just over here designing trophies.
Football is beginning, boys.
Yep. Arizona 0, Carolina 0 in the most meaningless game to be played all year. Jake Delhomme has taken the field for the Carolina Panthers. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Kenny Pickett.
Look at them hands.
Yep.
You can barely see them.
I think Frank Reich and Sam Mills are on the field.
Is that OJ?
Yeah, I think that is the ghost of OJ Simpson.
It is.
Yeah. And
you really can't tackle him now.
No.
The juice is loose.
Ooh, Aaron Hernandez open in the corner.
It is kind of weird to have like a Hall of Fame.
He's swinging right there.
Is to have a Hall of Fame game and like none of the like
it was a
first
swing
stringer
route,
played.
man. Went right to left.
Okay. All right, next.
I'm glad I missed it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
It was phenomenal, is what it was. I got to give credit where credit's due.
Zach's baby right here, the donut shop.
Yes, donut correspondent Zach Burcham. We have news.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get too into the details on this, but
we had a rebrand.
We had a rebrand, and I knew that we had a rebrand coming, and
Hernandez doesn't even play for the Carolina Panthers.
Who?
Oh, is that who we're talking about? Aaron Hernandez.
He didn't play for him.
He played for the Pats.
OJ Simpson didn't play for Carolina or Arizona.
There was one guy that did play for the Panthers, though, who got in some trouble.
Greg Hardy.
No, different.
Well, yeah.
Different trouble. Murder in a trunk trouble.
Oh.
Carry on, Zach. We'll get back to it.
So the Jack's Donuts drive-through has rebranded and are now called Sips and Sweets. They rebranded, I think, on August 1st. I think it was probably contractually going to happen. And they posted an announcement on Facebook that day on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And they announced that they were continuing to sell donuts, pretty much the same donuts that they've been selling, and they're buying them from a business called the Rain Tree Bakery, and that they were proud to be selling Newcastle's only locally made donuts. So apparently the bakery is now divested from the Jack's name and is still selling the donuts, similar donuts, same donuts, whatever you want to call them.
So the Troy Avenue
Troy location is-
commissary is now referred to and known as Rain Tree Bakery.
Yeah.
And they are supplying donuts to a number of donut shops. Some are Jack's, some are no longer called Jack's. The downtown one, Sips and Sweets drive-through.
Yeah.
And then we still have the original Jack's Donuts in town, which has lovely donuts as well. But they don't bake them there. They're actually coming in from another Jack's location, as I understand it.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was
you basically you have more donut options now.
Yeah, we have a
You
little
have variants.
Yeah, do you want to get out of your car? Do you not want to get out of your car? Do you want to feel the nostalgia walking in the shop? Do you not want to? And they think they're going to add some stuff. They've always had a couple things I think that the main location wouldn't have, because once in a while they'll have like cake pops, and they have the tea and coffee and the boba and all that fun stuff too. And I think they're still in the midst of rebranding. I remember when I went to get donuts a couple days ago, they had to move some scaffolding out of the way for the people to get through the drive-through because they were still moving signage around. But
The troubled receiver that I was trying to remember from the Carolina Panthers is a guy named Ray Caruth, who has he's no longer doing time, but he played for the Panthers from 97 to 99.
Would have played longer, but they found a body.
He was convicted in the death of Sharika Apps, a real estate agent. They don't talk about that nearly as much as they used to.
No.
Yeah, Ray Caruth. No relation to Raja Caruth, the NASCAR driver. Speaking of racing, IndyCar got a new car.
yep, I was we had worst weather for getting me to commit to driving to Indianapolis, because I was ready on Saturday to drive to Indianapolis. Turns out they would run it in the wet. Didn't realize they were going to run in the wet, but yeah, it sounds pretty good, and it looks spectacular in person. Everybody says it looks much better in person than pictures, and I think it looks pretty good in pictures.
So Saturday, Alexander Rossi,
the Alex and Alex show,
he got to take some laps. By the way, notice the new license plate we have on display in the studio here.
yes,
The Golix, Go Alex. We don't know if it means Rossi or Pelot. We're just fans of all the Alexes.
Well, yeah, between the two of us, but that's 100% an Alex Pillow license plate because it came off of one of your cars.
It's the Golix. It was the Golix Chevy.
But yeah, I'm a big Rossi fan. If nothing else, is that I find his attitude pretty hilarious. He doesn't really. Some people ask like, why did he get to drive the car? He's the first guy to test it. I'm like, do you want a brutally honest opinion about a car? Alex Rossi will give you a brutally honest opinion about a car, and he's also developed cars because he's driven Formula One. So give him a crack at it, and then Pelot's Pelot. That's why he gets to drive.
Pelot got to each manufacturer picked their driver is what happened. So Honda, they're big fans of Pelot. Pelot didn't get to do many laps on Sunday, so then they brought him back out again on Tuesday, and they had more media out, and he was actually able to run it in the dry, and they said he was 0.3 off of this year's pole speed.
Yeah,
in a car that just doesn't have any hybrid power
yet.
Yeah,
zero hybrid power. It's
not tuned out. It's not been massaged on or tuned. Than
it was
the
weighted
existing Indy car.
And it was weighted, had ballast to make up for the lack of a hybrid system in it. So it was at race weight. So I want to see it in person. It looks pretty cool. The wings look pretty good. Looks like
His car was completely stock then.
Apparently at the end of his run, they were just starting to make changes for performance sake. Otherwise, it was just what do they call it? What would they call they had a name
It's like a
for it.
shakedown.
Yeah, but there's a term they use because they're trying
Validation testing.
Yes, validation testing.
You can get all
so
technical.
they're comparing it with whatever the computer model said it would do.
Ian, you're a big fan of IndyCar now. You haven't suffered through the existing car. When did you graduate high school?
2012.
All right. The chat thinks you graduated in 2005.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in there. I'm in there.
Who's the guy that looks like he's 47?
I don't.
no,
That's
no,
what I'm
that
trying to
mo-
figure. If you're looking at the screen, it's
team.
me. If you're technically not looking at the screen, you're the one on the right. He's just being a dick.
Check local listings. Yeah, who's right? I guess. How old were you in 2012?
So just turned 18.
That's when this new IndyCar came out, the existing IndyCar. So they've had this for a while. This is a big deal. I know you're new to this series this year. Do you care? Are you excited?
Whenever the second it started populating on Twitter, I screenshotted it, sent it to you, and I also sent it to Chad. I was very intrigued with it. It looks a hell of a lot better too. It just
Do you
looks
see a
clean.
difference? Like, because when I was a kid, I couldn't look at an IndyCar or a Formula One car and know the damn difference. I'd look at them and be like, I don't know what the hell. This is
Oh
IndyCar.
man, when you were a kid, F1s were like
1990
drop nose Benettons.
1993. I would look at a McLaren with the Mercedes with the.
No, telling F1 cars apart, that's a whole other thing.
Look,
though.
if I saw a 1993 McLaren that had the Marlboro chevron on it, and then I saw Emerson Fittipaldi's whatever the hell he was driving, Penske, I guess it was a Penske chassis, could not tell the difference when I was 9. So I don't know. That's why I don't know if you can see the difference or not, Ian. Because it's not.
It's
I'm not
subtle.
picking. It's just like, can a newer fan or a novice see the difference? Because I don't know that you can.
Okay, in '93 they were pretty close.
Yeah.
They're like, I googled it, and it's like the F1 cars look shorter and stubbier, but the overall design was a little bit better. This car does look more F1 to me
That's why I
than the
thought,
old
too.
one does, especially the rear wing.
It looks like an F2 car to me.
Yeah,
actually.
GP2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it looks more European. But looks like an Indy car. The aero screen gives it away as an Indy car, but
Yeah, the safety and the performance side are what's exciting to me. Like that's the part where I'm like, yeah. And they're promising it's going to go faster, right? They are going to break records in this car.
they're damn near promising that the track record at Indy is going to fall. And I don't know if it'll fall in the first year, although if it's as fast as it is, we'll see. But I almost don't want it to happen the first year. I want it to happen like year 2. I want to make them work for it. I want them to like have to find the speed in the car, but it might already be there.
This car might do 250.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be slower on the oval because I think they run like 100 less horsepower on the oval than Road and Street. I think I saw 850 Road and Street and 750. I think I saw that. They're doing the same thing they're doing now, the run less boost.
The current car does like 243, 244 trap speeds.
Yeah.
I can see this car being over 250 miles an hour going into turn 1.
Yeah.
It's going to be just over.
And Rossi liked it, and I think
Oh, gonna
he
be a
genuinely
rocket.
liked it. And they all say it looks great in person. So genuinely excited for that. Yeah, it's been so long. I do wish they'd run it without a livery for a little bit longer though, because it and the DW12 did the same for me. They both look great in bare carbon, like Batmobile stuff. And this one they ran because Alex actually ran it last week.
They did a few.
They did a couple like
to
straight
check
line
sensors
runs,
and things.
whatever, and it wasn't wrapped at that point. It was just bare carbon. It looked good.
Isn't Meyer Shank doing Grateful Dead this week?
Yes.
I thought that car looked pretty
Yeah.
good.
Little gummy bears on the side of it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's got the lightning bolt through the skull.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It's not the dancing bears.
The Dancing Bears. They need to bring back that livery. The tie-dye livery was amazing.
Yeah.
They can do different variations on the tie-dye livery. but-
So IndyCar is at Portland this weekend.
Okay.
It's one of the more basic. Ian, this is your first tour of duty as an IndyCar fan. One of the more basic racetracks. Don't want you to be too excited about Portland.
Portland, Oregon, correct?
yes.
Not Portland, Indiana.
Yeah, or Maine. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is their west. This is their the big West Coast. I think they're next to their last time they go out west this year. But the front stretch is basically a drag strip. It is the Portland Dragway, and then there's a big chicane at the end of it. That's turn 1. That is a disaster at the start of almost every race. And then if they make it through that, usually it's a green race the whole damn time.
There've been some crazy wrecks in that one though. Didn't Dixon get like third or second or third in a race there?
I think Dixon crashed
his-
on lap 1, then
his
won the race.
front nose cone just about. And they say he's never won there though.
Really?
I think
he wound up coming all the way back.
he had a really good race one year, and his front nose was scuffed.
as opposed to his
I
his
know.
butt
I
nose.
said that, and I was like, whatever. As opposed to his rear attenuator, but yeah, he had a huge scuff on the front of the car, and then still ended up with like a podium. Peak Dixon. So we'll see how the air quality looks up there. It's a little rough that part of the country apparently right now. It's on fire.
Very exciting news for Zach Burcham, the Marcus Ericsson super fan of the group. He has
Couldn't give a shit.
this is a bit of a lukewarm endorsement. Here's a 17 race extension to your job. We are willing to invest one more year in you, buddy.
Because
He's never won a race for them. This is his third and final year under contract with Andretti Global. And they said, okay, you joined us in 2024. We'll give you through 2027. Here's one more year.
because Joseph and a bunch of other people's contracts expire next year too. We want
to sync up with the monsters that are available.
or we're gonna figure out if Cole's to come back. So I don't care. He's just, I don't think he's a bad guy. I just don't care. He's filling the seat, doesn't do anything. I don't think media wise. He's very good at Indy. I think he'll be around for a long time at Indy. He'll turn into a very hot commodity on the one-off market for Indianapolis because he's obviously very good there.
So he's kind of like me, just kind of a seat filler.
He's a good
An
driver.
Indianapolis 500 winner, and he has fluked his way into many wins.
Yeah. He won he's the one that won the Nashville race.
He
where
won
he
the first
did a
Nashville street course
wheelie.
race,
Like the
yeah.
front end of his car was like 6 feet in the air, and he won that race. But I think, I mean, somebody have to go back and find it. And I don't have it off the top of my head now. But all of the wins he had, you could point to some singular event that happened during the race.
There was a Detroit race he won that Will Power, there was a red flag.
car didn't
and
restart.
Will Power's car
Yeah.
under red flag was like the ignition basically
Yeah, it just didn't
he
start.
synced and died, and then he won that race. Yeah, it was a number of flukes, but he also should be a two-time Indy 500 winner.
He's
and
in the
Joseph,
shot at Indy a lot.
and Joseph
Yeah.
Newgarden kind of got a cheap ass win there for his first one. 23. The 2023 Indy 500, Marcus Ericsson
you
should
know
have
what, though?
won, and he got screwed.
They did that this year. I mean, that time it was a little
It was
bit more of a mess.
unprecedented
Yeah.
at the time.
But
Unprecedented.
yeah.
Someone in Indianapolis has a new contract or
Uh,
kind of an extension. to his
yeah.
Previous contract.
Jonathan Taylor, as of the time that the show notes were prepared, had the second. It was the second highest contract in the NFL for running backs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs may have gotten a new contract since
Now
then, this
he's-
afternoon.
Yeah,
So
Taylor's a
slipped down-
third.
He slipped down to third. Should have signed his contract after dinner, and he would have been number 2 still.
These guys are making so much money.
Yeah.
So much money.
He's got twice as long on his contract as Marcus Ericsson. He got a 2-year deal,
How much?
$44 million.
Not crazy.
I mean, Marcus
For a
Ericsson.
running back, that's crazy.
Marcus Ericsson's probably getting $4 million.
Good for him, I guess.
Good work if you can get it.
Give him a plane ticket back to Sweden.
Are you okay with this? I'm sure it's not your money, Ian. So you're happy to the running back solution. Jonathan Taylor, a couple more years. You don't want a 34-year-old running back, but at 27, you give him a 2-year contract.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I say
kind of where you want to be.
I say we run it back. We run it back with who we had. I mean, I'm glad Pittman's gone. I mean, Daniel Jones is practicing. Anthony Richardson's probably going to be cut before the season starts.
You think they're going to cut him? They're not going to keep him
I
as
think
number
they'll
3?
cut him. I think they'll cut him. They might keep him as an emergency quarterback. I mean, the rage baiting of me saying the Anthony Richardson rage bait's done and over with. Like it was fun. Now it's just kind of overplayed. But I think that we're
You don't think he gets franchised?
no. I think we're a 10-7 team.
Here's the concern. We had. I'm going to write that down because last week we took predictions.
They win the AFC South.
I don't think we do. I think we squeak in with a wild card. I
Okay.
think that Houston probably wins the division this year.
You said 10-7.
Yeah.
Last week, Mr. Bones predicted they were a playoff team. They would not win the division, and they would be a 10-win team. You guys have the exact same prediction for the year.
Well, I mean, someone listened, I guess, last week.
I didn't listen last week at all, to be honest with you.
Well, he just gets the vibe.
I predicted that we do just enough that everybody gets a new deal and everybody gets come back, and you get 3 more years of Chris Ballard, 12 wins, playoffs, division, and then we probably lose in the division.
10 years with him.
I would. Please no. He's got to go.
I want a 3-win year and a blow up and just move on. That's as a fan that's been here since the 95 season. That's what I would like to have happen, and just freaking move on and start over and reinvent themselves.
Listen,
You got a new owner, all of the things, but I swear to God, with this team, they're going to win 12 games, and everybody's going to get a new contract, and this is just
And
it
to win 12
continues on.
games with like the threat that they could have won more.
Yeah.
Like they were so close. This team's just on the cusp.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Daniel Jones did it, man. Danny
Ballard
Dimes.
has, I will give Ballard credit. He is not the typical Ballard he was with the
A little humble, a
Richardson.
little more humble now.
Well, no, he just doesn't draft on completely raw talent anymore. He doesn't go with the most athletic anymore. He goes with
I genuinely can't recall, but was Richardson like his pick, or
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that an Ursay pick?
it was his pick, and on paper, Richardson looked like a absolute
stud.
freak.
Okay, here's the deal. I don't care who you are. I don't care what variant of a Richardson you are. No more Richardsons. No more Trent. Richardsons. No more. Just no
Anthony's?
more. No more Anthony's. No more Richardsons.
None.
There will be no more Richardsons. I don't care. We're out. We're out of the Richardson business.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's a Richardson Manning. We are not doing it. We are out of the Richardson business.
You know, it's funny you brought up a Manning. Arch.
Is he that good though? I've heard he's wildly overrated. From
CJ
a guy who
Carr.
doesn't pay attention at all, but
CJ Carr is on paper better than Arch Manning. But anyway, I just had to get that out of my get that out of my chest. Plays for Notre Dame.
He's Lloyd Carr's grandkid.
The
Is he really? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Do you know who Lloyd Carr is?
No.
Really? Lloyd Carr.
I had it until you asked me, and then I was like, well, yeah.
Lloyd Carr was the head coach of Michigan,
Yes.
and I think he was the head. I think the San Diego Superchargers as well. I not as good on that one. But Lloyd Carr might have been there
He was definitely head
97,
coach.
98.
He was the head coach of
He was
Michigan.
Woodson. Yeah, he was with Charles Woodson.
Right.
I
yeah,
remember
from
that.
1995 to 2007. I should have known that.
Nothing with the Chargers though.
Not that I can see right here. It just says past teams coached. I don't.
I think he got replaced by Brady Hoke.
No, he got Rodriguez.
Oh, that's right.
Rich.
Yep. God, my some of the shit that's up here, man.
Oh, tell me about
It's
it.
just
And it hits me at random times throughout the day, too.
Who else had a prediction on the Colts? Just you guys?
Zach. Yep, it was just the 4 of us. It was a very thin episode last week. That's what we have so far. We'll take more predictions as the year goes on before the first official game goes on. Cardinals 0, Panthers 0.
Kind of been a pillow fight.
Sid the Sloth throwing a deep ball.
Jake Plummer throwing from his own goal line
think that
out to
was
the
Carson
42-yard line.
That was Carson Beck.
It was.
Lloyd
Sid
Carr
the
is
Sloth.
Lloyd Carr is the paternal grandfather of Notre Dame quarterback CJ
Jesus
Carr.
Christ!
Wow.
From that was a half-court shot.
CJ's father is Jason Carr, who also played in Michigan.
I mean, it's not really that much of a Hail Mary on that one.
Just let him have his moment.
I'm trying,
Yeah.
but
I mean, my God.
he gloats too much about it.
So, what do you have to gloat about?
like how many cars are living in the greater like Michiana area and play football. It's like there's a
I don't know if Lloyd's alive to see it, but I'm happy. I'm happy for his
Oh.
for his
I think
family.
he's still alive. I think he's like 81.
Yeah.
He's 81. He's still kicking.
Yeah, it doesn't give a death date. I
He
think he's-
hits the backer every once in a while.
Not dead yet.
he's only been retired for 20 years.
Who's your favorite coach? Just character. Your coach character, like favorite of all time. Football.
No shit.
I'm just saying. I will accept college or NFL, but football.
I was thinking about it. Can I pick two?
Sure.
Saban and probably Mike Tomlin.
Okay. All right. You are rage baiting Joey Molinaro.
Oh,
with the
yeah,
Mike
you
Tomlin.
are.
Oh.
And Tommy Oaks.
I've got such a deep cut that Zach's gonna have to Google him. Bones will probably know it, and this might be too early for Ian. Jerry Glanville.
I've heard the name.
I've heard the name.
Jerry Glanville was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, I think the Houston Oilers, and he also had a tour of duty as an ARCA and NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series driver. He's the guy that coined the NFL means not for long. After he got out of coaching, he was he and I think Mike Ditka were on CBS.
The first picture of him that pops up when you Google him is a picture of him on a Harley dressed like Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Oh, he was a spectacular character. I think he's like 85 now, probably barely ticking.
84 years old.
Yeah. Jerry Glanville. You got one for me?
I do. I'm going to not say my grandfather who coached football for the longest time, but I'm going to go with Jimmy Johnson.
All right.
I love Jimmy Johnson.
How about them Cowboys?
I loved him more at the U, but
You don't even remember him at the U.
I do.
There's no freaking way.
I do.
You were born what year?
Just because I've seen so much documentaries.
What year were you born?
89. So Jimmy was.
He was
there.
in Dallas when you were
Yeah.
born. You damn good liar.
Is this making your heart happy watching Carson Beck sling the rock?
I like Carson. I saw a dude the other day, and this is completely like real random.
This is
Walking down 82nd Street in a Carson Beck Miami jersey.
Carson Beck is to me, my Carson Beck, my baby Jesus. He's a Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah.
I forget that he played for your team for 7 games.
He was definitely better at Georgia.
Ooh.
Zach, you got a head coach?
Ooh.
I had to go
Personality
I had to
based.
Google around, but the one I just came up with, and this is totally off of a Bob and Tom bit, is Bobby Bowden.
Oh yes,
Bobby's a good one.
It's a great one.
just like a woman. Yeah. Oh, Bobby Bowden is spectacular.
because I was like, they're talking about like half the team could stay like we're still in the
They're good
shirts
kids.
out. Yeah, they're good.
They're
kids.
good kids.
They're good kids. They still have the shirts out of dealers, but they good kids. So I mean, anybody that's got like a whole bit you could build around about how they were. So Bobby Bowden.
The other good one would be Mike Ditka.
Ditka. Yep. For sure. All right. College football is very close. Ian, you're all about the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You think this is your year that you're going to be relevant again. I'm old enough to remember turning on the TV as a youth, and I was homeschooled, so we could watch a little daytime TV here and there. So we'd see Regis and Kathy Lee, and the season would open. Notre Dame would have lost to somebody, and Regis would be despondent on TV and go, "We can't win the national championship now. It's over. Notre Dame football is dead. It's gone. It's gone for the year. We're freaking screwed." And that's been the story for Notre Dame football since 1988 when they won with Lou Holtz. I need more saliva in my mouth to say Lou Holtz's name. Another great Mark Patrick bit, by the way, him doing Lou Holtz back in the day on Bob and Tom. Do you honestly think that you can win a national championship this year with Notre Dame?
Nope.
Playoff team?
Undefeated.
They're going to lose to Indiana again?
Nope.
I don't think they're going undefeated, but
It's a podcast, so it helps to talk.
I mean, you were guessing. I was just figured you were going to say that. I think Ohio State wins it all.
All right.
I think Julian Sand wins the Heisman, and they win it all.
So
I'm
they are
probably
the
gonna get-
preseason coaches poll number 1.
Yep. I'm probably going to get flamed in the chat for saying that, but I mean, I definitely, Notre Dame's a playoff team. They're going to go undefeated. If they lose one, it's not going to be to Miami. It's going to be probably to SMU. I think CJ Carr is incredible. I just think Ohio State's a little bit better. And also, too, Notre Dame really hasn't had a good track record against anyone in the SEC and or
anyone with a conference.
They just
Yeah.
backed out of playing IU.
yeah, but
Usually.
IU doesn't want to play anybody either.
No.
If you look at their schedule,
Nobody wants to play anybody now. It's
No.
the game.
You don't
is-
have to.
The game is don't get caught. Mr. Bones, you ready for this football season, the college football season?
I am. I mean,
Indiana disrespected at number 6 in the AP poll.
no.
Notre Dame is 5. So you got the coaches poll for now: Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame, IU, Miami of Florida, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Ole Miss. That's the top 10.
Miami.
LSU's
national
not up
champion.
there. LSU's all the way down at 13th.
Yeah.
LSU is going to be a sneaky team to watch this year, though.
Zach, you're agnostic.
And if
Yeah,
they
don't
lose
care.
twice, Lane will be out of town.
The most interesting thing I saw
He'll
was
leave his ass
the,
at the airport. He's used to it. Don't worry about him.
the Purdue athletic director's quote today.
He said, if you don't want to win championships, go to IU or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I talked to an
How?
alumni. He was supposedly talking about the future.
Sure.
I still understand that, but you don't do that.
The year
When
wins the
IU
football
Not going to
championship.
age well.
It didn't. It came out. It didn't age well from the moment it exited his mouth. There's not even dust on the national championship trophy that IU has. Nobody can remember when
They are
Purdue won
the-
a championship in anything.
The football national championship is the gold standard of college athletics, and they are the defending champions of that. This is not the
And-
time to throw arrows at them.
Yeah,
For as much as Signetti's comments were offensive and ridiculous, he backed it up, and he's earned everything he's had.
and he didn't take a jab at it. I don't recall him as
he
close.
said, Purdue sucks. No,
Well,
Notre
he's,
Dame
okay,
sucks.
he said
Ohio
that
State
the
sucks.
first day. Yeah,
Michigan
but like
sucks.
he didn't.
He was brash.
He's playing the game.
And I
at
thought,
that
hey,
point.
you idiot, you're at IU. You'll learn soon enough. You'll be and he's
Google him.
He's
Yeah,
wrong.
but-
He
but
proved
he
us all
just-
wrong.
Like to say that any other time is one thing, but when that team, and just in the two sports that matters, there's basketball, football, when that team's the defending, and they did it in a spectacular fashion, like just rolled through most of the season. Yeah, you just mention any other school in the Big Ten.
I scrolled all the way down to the bottom of the coaches poll, and then I checked the also receiving votes.
North Carolina was not in any of that.
North Carolina, no. Purdue, no. Ball State, not ranked.
No.
It's just disrespect for the Cardinals every year.
Hawaii got 1 vote.
So did Cal.
Someone just wanted. They
In
probably
Jacksonville State.
voted so they could get a free trip to Hawaii.
The good news is Bill and Jordan are still very happy on North Carolina's campus.
Honestly, one of Belichick's kids is on medical leave. I don't know what happened, but he left the team today. I have not seen a team go to become more irrelevant more quickly than North Carolina football.
I never knew that they were
Quickly.
relevant.
They
Were
were
they ever
relevant.
relevant?
They were relevant.
That's a basketball
Back when they had
school.
Drake May and Sam Howell, back-to-back years.
We also produced probably one of the best defensive players to ever live, Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the best centers.
Yeah.
Shittiest coaches, but best centers.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that.
Beat the Raiders once.
Pretty good defensive end, Julius Peppers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
you,
then
you,
probably the greatest basketball player.
you really are a football school.
We're
And-
getting there.
But my God, the football team sucks now.
They do.
How many wins are they going to get this year? Is
3.
it you were
I
pretty highfalutin last year this
Yeah.
time about North Carolina
He had
football.
hope.
Yeah, and
He
then
had
I
hopes
watched
and dreams.
I got really high, and then I watched their first drive, and I was really, really high, and I watched the rest of that game, and I was like really, really low. All in a matter of
This is why
an hour.
football is so fun.
They look like a national champion the first drive.
We
And
have
then I went from that to I would have cut my wrist.
we
at
have
halftime.
we have 6 IndyCar races left in 5 weeks. They are precious. They are fleeting.
Yeah, it's
But-
over so fast.
But football comes online immediately after, and it's the best. It's the best transition ever. You sign up for racing, and then you move into football, and then when football finishes up, you're immediately in racing mode.
I just move on to something else.
Ted Lasso.
I don't have Apple TV. I've never seen Ted Lasso.
It's incredible.
Season
I know
4
it
just
looks
started
good.
this week.
I got bored over the weekend and I watched 7 Harry Potter movies over the weekend just for funs.
Just in the rain.
Yeah, because we had horrible weather. So
If I can figure out my credentials, I'll let you know. I can get you.
Oh, for Apple.
Yeah. So you can watch Ted.
Oh, see, but my wife finds out. She'll find something on there to watch. I don't need her to watch anything else.
There's all kinds of quality shows on Apple TV.
Shrinking's pretty solid.
Shrinking
It
is
is.
incredible.
Yeah, that was a good show.
That's Harrison
I
Ford.
honestly don't get to sit around and watch.
That's your Star
too much
Wars
TV
boy,
show.
man.
Yeah.
I don't get to watch TV as he just binged seven
Episodes.
movies of
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
That
Yeah.
are 3 hours long.
2.5. Yeah, they're all like 2.5, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've done that. And like, just told myself, you know what? I'm not doing anything this weekend outside of the little bit of running I did. So it was miserable weather.
We were camping in between the 4 inches of rain that fell at Quakertown State Recreational Area. We had a lovely time. But oh man, you had to want it.
I was
We
down
were able to
at-
prepare all of our meals outside. We lived through it. It was fine.
Poor Newcastle was snake bit because there was the band had a 5K planned for Saturday morning that got thundered out. They canceled the night before because it was supposed to be thunderstorms rolling through, and there were. I was a smart aleck, and they said, "Hey, if you want to come get your swag bag, you can come to the YMCA and pick it up." And so I ran down there to pick up my swag bag from the canceled 5K that they didn't do.
Way to show them.
Well, I know
Ran
it's
more
ju-
than 5K to the 5K to return home.
4 miles round trip, and but there was no thunder at that point. But I waited for that to be over. But man, it was wet. Like my shoes were still wet the next day. And then, and kudos to the people that made it happen. There was not much cruising on Broad Street, but they still got the bike giveaway pulled off. They moved it down to the Arts
You
Park,
get biblical rain.
and
Next time that happens, you need to go live as the Boss Hog page.
Oh,
'Cause it was incredible.
because the video. Yeah, I sent them video. So they moved it to the Arts Park, which has a roof, thankfully. And even at the end of the evening, though, the sun came out. At one point, you could see blue sky and the sun came out. But the roof over this building does not have gutters on it, so the water streaming off the side of this was spectacular. And we got like 1.5 inches of rain Saturday, 1.5 2 inches of rain. And so there's like landscaping to one side, and it was just plants sticking out of the water. And then they had to get on some kids. There was standing water in a couple spots. Like, don't play in the water. But yeah, we got just biblical amounts of rain is the right word for it. But they got all the bikes given away. And it was, I mean, they got like 8 or 10 businesses to put up money. And I think a family did as well, to have custom bikes built, and the kids got to win them with a drawing. My kids did not win any, but we got us downtown. We went and visited some local restaurants. And
Final thoughts?
that was that. Good
Kids-
job to Pointer Brothers and to Brenda Greider and the Broad Street Cruise people and all of them for. I'm sorry that the Broad Street Cruise gets crappy weather every time they have it, but they pulled the bike giveaway off.
Kids are back in school
Kids are
as
back
of
in-
August 5th.
Yeah, which you know what
It
though?
Seems criminal.
What's criminal is Noblesville schools was back a week before. They were back the last Wednesday of July, because August 5th is criminally early. I think we used to go back to school like 18th, 20th, something like
Yeah.
that.
I would sign my child up for every activity I could at the state fair, because the state has to excuse them by law for state fair
There's-
activities. I take them to the state fair every day.
Yeah, state fair starts tomorrow. So, but for the first time ever next calendar year, not school year, my kids will be out of school in time to go the entire weekend of the Indianapolis 500. They're out the Wednesday before Memorial Day. So on that, I'm like, it's a little bit of a trade-off, but yeah, they're back in school. They're happy.
Because now you
about it.
guys get 2 weeks for fall and spring.
No, so they cut spring break back to a week, and fall break is now a week. It was never, fall break was always, when I was in school, fall break was 2 days.
Yeah,
And it
Thursday,
moved up to
Friday.
a week, and they finally got rid of this 2-week spring break, which makes sense because the whole reason they had 2 weeks of spring break was built-in snow days. Those don't exist anymore. They didn't exist for more than a couple years of 2 weeks. So yeah, so it's a little bit more of a compressed school year, because we used to go into June pretty regularly, but yeah, kudos to the people that pulled off the bike giveaway and the Broad Street Cruise, and hopefully the one of remaining months this year they'll have remotely decent weather.
Ian Sutherland, how do people follow your podcast?
Well,
They have to make one. Oh, sorry.
I have
That
to
was out
make
loud.
one. Shut up. We're on Apple Music. We're on Spotify. We have a Facebook page called Playbook Podcast. You can watch the YouTube live stream out of OB Sports Productions. I
It's
don't know
a
why.
shell holding company.
Don't know why I structured it that way.
Tax reasons, people. Tax
I mean, we
reasons.
were gonna do the golf content and that kind of. Like, I don't even know, but other than the final thoughts of thank you for having me. I appreciate being on here, Bones. I'm looking forward to our match. Hopefully, it's a good one and you don't beat my ass.
Whenever the dad back heals up.
Dude, it's not even the
Yeah,
dad. It's not even the dad back. It's the grandpa back at this point.
Well, you
Well,
got grandpa hair, so
He's aging like Benjamin Button over there. Y'all need to get this thing in before Christmas. You're gonna have snow on the ground. So
Oh no, I'm thinking
get
middle
it.
of September.
You got to
Okay.
get a date and get out there.
There's also nothing better than like a final week, like the last weekend of September golf.
my golf usually ends the first weekend of November.
Yeah.
Not necessarily true. If we get a 70-degree day in November, I usually sneak out.
Find a way to play on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Mr. Bones, any final thoughts?
I got nothing. I got a piece. Let's go.
No, I've got a lot to say.
Okay.
Next week's show, we are doing the 92 county
I've been studying.
draft.
No, look-
Ian was invited and said, "No way in hell am I doing this."
Nope.
Caleb Buchanan will be back for it. Mr. Bones, you're here, bringing in a ringer. Our friend from Alan Millerini from Porter County is driving down, and he's going to participate. I think it's going to be great, and we'll see if we find anybody else to do it too. 92 counties. And then we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We'll let people vote, and we will have a chat GPT analysis, and it will choose our winner.
Quick question.
Yes,
Has anybody in this room been to all 92 counties?
I've been to
Oh yeah, no way.
damn near all of them, if not all of them.
There's no way. I have. I'm pretty close at one point though. My dad used to just drive us around for funsies to just he visited correctional facilities. So
Visiting uncles or just
no, professionally, this is his job.
That should have been your final. That should have been your final thought right there.
He did.
We used to whip around, check out prisons.
If I remember right, he was like one of his jobs was to audit release procedures. So I sat in the electric chair for fun.
Michigan
This is
City or
getting better
Terre
and better.
Haute?
Michigan City, not the Fed, state. He was state.
It's just better and better.
Things are
Oh
starting
no,
to
the
make
best
sense
part
with
was
Zach.
that was the fun part. That was a public day, but like I got to go in there after the public. So when I walked back through, I got to walk through death
Public
row.
day at the prison.
Yeah, they had like a day that they had open house or whatever. People could come.
Come
in
on,
and sit.
guys, check out Death Row. There's
Okay, here's the
leftover-
thing. Here's the thing. Bones isn't aware.
This is back when we
Our-
smoked on
there's
airplanes.
our-
There's
No,
leftover
our-
B's and G's, everybody.
Our death row, Michigan City, is in the middle of a neighborhood. It's not a prison. Like we have a prison here. It's outside town. You don't even see it because there's no line of sight unless you're on a county road that's in front of it that you don't have any reason to go on. Michigan City is like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway of prisons. That sucker is sitting in the middle of a residential area.
Can you still see the nuclear power plant from it?
I don't know. I've been up there in years. I wouldn't be
beautiful
shocked.
town.
That'd be hilarious.
It's a beautiful
if
town.
right before they threw the switch, you saw the like the steam tower on the other plant kind of far.
President Sora going
crank
off in the
up.
chat. Come one, come all. Public day at the electric chair.
But yeah, they let people in there.
Public
They're
open house.
still doing electric chair, but my dad had to be. He was chit chatting with somebody, so that the public part had ended. So when we got walked through there, I got walked down death row. Like there were people in the cells that they had moved out for the public part of it. Yeah, I've been to a lot of prisons
I think
actually.
is it Fever? The Garth Brooks song, The Fever, talking about taking a ride in the electric chair. That's all I could think
I've
of.
said,
now.
there's a picture of me somewhere I think sitting in it.
We're gonna need that for the Patreon.
Yeah.
I don't know if it exists or not, but I have sat in the Indiana electric chair.
We don't use it anymore. It's retired.
No, we
I
went
hope.
to
I hope.
Lethal and-
Mitch Daniels probably sold it on eBay.
Yeah, I don't know what we don't even. You can't. I don't even know what we would do now if somebody actually came out. Are we on a moratorium for that?
No, I think we're back at it. We just use
You can't get the drugs though.
liquids. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll check with
check local
we'll
listings.
check
on,
Governor
check
Braun.
local listings on your, because Florida just took 2 people out. They had a festival weekend.
I have no words. That's the end of the show.
Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for that, Zach.
We may be back next week. We may
we'll-
not.
We'll be back next week.
Bzzz.
Lot of death this week. We'll be back November 13th. Nope, August 13th. Unless I have a kid. If I have a kid, Bones is hosting the show, and good luck, everybody.
We'll auto draft your counties.
We'll see you then.